Imagine becoming a football legend before you're even old enough to vote in many countries. Sounds impossible, right? Yet one teenager shocked the entire football world. His name is Lamine Yamal. Every time he touched the ball, stadiums held their breath. Defenders panicked. Millions watched in disbelief. But his story didn't begin under bright stadium lights. It began in a humble neighborhood, where a little boy dared to dream bigger than anyone around him could imagine. On July 13, 2007, Lamine Yamal was born in Esplugues de Llobregat, Spain. His father is Moroccan, and his mother is from Equatorial Guinea. His parents separated when he was young, and life wasn't always easy. He grew up between different homes, but one thing never changed: his love for football. In the streets of Rocafonda, the ball became more than a toy. It became his escape, his teacher, and the first step toward changing his life forever. While other children played for fun, Lamine played with purpose. His control, vision, and fearless dribbling made him impossible to ignore. At just 7 years old, scouts from Barcelona spotted something extraordinary. They invited him to join La Masia, the academy that had once shaped legends like Lionel Messi, Xavi, and Andrés Iniesta. For most kids, it was a dream. For Lamine, it was only the beginning of an even bigger journey. Life at La Masia wasn't about fame. It was about sacrifice. Every training session demanded perfection. Every mistake became a lesson. While most teenagers were enjoying a normal childhood, Lamine was sharpening his skills against the best young talents in Spain. Coaches weren't impressed just by his ability. They admired his calmness, intelligence, and confidence. They knew they weren't developing an ordinary player. They were watching history unfold. Then came the moment that changed everything. On April 29, 2023, at just 15 years old, Lamine Yamal stepped onto the pitch for Barcelona's first team. With that appearance, he became one of the youngest players ever to represent the club in an official match. The stadium erupted. Fans couldn't believe what they were witnessing. A teenager wasn't just making his debut. He was announcing the arrival of football's next extraordinary talent. The pressure was enormous. Every touch was compared to the greatest players in football history. Every match brought new expectations. But instead of hiding from the spotlight, Lamine embraced it. His fearless dribbling, precise passing, and incredible vision made seasoned defenders struggle. Week after week, he proved that his age wasn't his weakness. It was the reason the world couldn't stop talking about him. Soon, Barcelona wasn't the only team calling his name. Spain's national team handed him an opportunity that most players wait years to receive. Wearing his country's colors, Lamine didn't look nervous. He looked ready. He became Spain's youngest goal scorer, proving that the biggest stages couldn't intimidate him. In every match, he played with the confidence of a veteran and the fearlessness of a teenager chasing history. Then came the tournament that changed his career forever. UEFA Euro 2024. Facing Europe's strongest teams, Lamine wasn't expected to lead the headlines. Yet with every match, he dazzled the world. His dribbling, creativity, and maturity amazed fans and experts alike. In the semi-final against France, he scored a breathtaking long-range goal that became one of the tournament's defining moments, helping Spain reach the final with belief and momentum. The final wasn't just another match, it was history waiting to be written. Against England, millions watched, as Spain chased another European title. Lamine played with remarkable composure for someone so young, creating chances and constantly troubling the defense. When the final whistle blew, Spain were champions of Europe. At just 17 years old, Lamine Yamal had gone from a promising teenager to one of football's brightest stars. Winning the Euros wasn't the finish line. It was only the beginning. Back at Barcelona, every opponent now knew his name. Defenders tried to stop him with tight marking, rough tackles, and constant pressure. But Lamine kept evolving. He broke records, delivered unforgettable performances, and became one of the team's most important players. The boy who once dreamed of wearing the Barcelona shirt was now carrying the hopes of millions. As the years passed, the pressure only grew. Critics wondered if he could stay consistent. Fans expected magic every single match. But the biggest players don't run from expectations. They rise above them. Lamine answered with goals, assists, and fearless performances in the biggest competitions. Then came the greatest stage of all, the FIFA World Cup. Once again, the teenager who had shocked Europe was ready to challenge the world. The World Cup is where legends are made. Every mistake is remembered. Every moment can last forever. Lamine embraced the pressure instead of fearing it. He attacked defenders with confidence, created chances when Spain needed them most, and inspired his teammates with fearless football. Match after match, Spain marched forward. The dream that had started on the streets of Rocafonda was now just one victory away from becoming immortal. Then came the final. 90 minutes separated Spain from football immortality. The pressure was overwhelming, but Lamine played with the same freedom he had as a child, chasing a ball through the streets. Every run stretched the defense. Every touch lifted the crowd. When the final whistle finally blew, Spain were crowned FIFA World Cup champions. The boy who had once dreamed of greatness had helped his nation reach the summit of world football.